What's up, y'all? Is it crazy if I Uber eat some chocolate milk right now? You know, my freshman year in college, that wasn't really the craziest thing to say. I had a car, but my dad wouldn't let me drive it off of the one street that we lived on. It was really stupid. And then would get mad because he was like, you're not getting any practice, but how am I going to practice on a residential street? Anyways, yes, I got to college and I didn't have a car with me. I don't know if I've ever said this, but I went to college for 5 years. 3 of those years, I was at a different school out of town. So, you know, even if I wanted to sneak or whatever, I couldn't. I didn't have my car. So there would be times I'd be up at 3 in the morning, sitting looking at my phone with like $8 in my account. And I'm literally like, yeah, I need to go puff this strawberry milk now. Now, one time, I'm not gonna lie, I low-key remember doing that exact thing, and the lady came with my stuff, and I wanted her to leave it at the front door. She didn't. She made sure to hand it to me and was like, good luck on your studies, and was very firm with eye contact and stuff. Very sweet lady. And it's one of those situations that I've like used to be in a lot, not as much anymore, but where it's like I very, very, very much want to leave, but I also don't want to be rude. She had, I don't know, the best way I could say is open eyes. It's not like her eyes were big, but she was looking at me, and yes, she had those bright blue Gojo 6 eyes. So it was like staring through my soul. So I'm like trying to be like, oh, that's so sweet. She stayed. She wanted to hand me the stuff. It was great. But also, it's 3 in the morning. I am pulling an all-nighter to study for something. I just want my strawberry milk. Please let me go to my room. I also am not tipping you because I literally used the last $8 I had to buy this milk. Convenience. Yes, that's what we're talking about. This idea came to my head because I was thinking, I was listening to some Sonic OSTs, you know, greatest music of all time. Not the greatest music of all time. I've brought attention to the fact that there's some rough ones out there. But I was listening to His World, right? Which I personally believe to be the greatest Sonic song of all time and top 5 video game songs of all time. However, there's multiple versions. There's the instrumental that's kind of slower that they used in the title screen of Sonic 06. Then there's the, I think, Crush 40 version. I don't remember who made the typical version that you normally hear, like the one that you can play in Sonic Generations. But then there's the Zebrahead version, who I'm assuming is a different band, who made a very fast and like fast-paced, high-energy version. And in my mind, that's always been the one for Sonic, and the slower one without words was for Silver, and then the normal chill one was for Shadow. I don't know. Hey, do we agree? But I'm listening to that song, right? Or maybe not even listening, but just thinking about it. And I remember, dang, there's one cuss word in this song. And I'm very picky about my music. I've said this before. I haven't talked about it, but I got a Yap coming up because I just got my what's that called? YouTube Music Rewind yesterday, I think. But yes, cursing in my music is typically a big no-go. And I don't even listen to His World that often, so I guess I could still say it's the same thing. But it took me back to when I was a kid. And I used to hang out with my grandma like crazy. I mean, I love her to death. I would now if I could. But you know, she's an adult. I'm an adult now. We both got things we gotta do. She would like hand me her phone and be like, okay, well, you can pick one song because it costs 99 cents on iTunes. And she'd be like, okay, you can pick one song and I'll buy it and we'll add it to your playlist. And like, she'd let me do that, I don't know, like let's say every 2 weeks, which is, you know, you might be like, dang, well, how often do you see your grandma? I probably see her like 3 times a week. Like I used to hang out with her a lot. And I can still remember most of the, let me try and list it off. Okay. I'm Blue, Fire Song, Jump Rope by Blue October. I mentioned that in one of my post outro scenes. Dadgummit. Don't Fill Up on Chips. A song that I put on there and immediately regretted because I was like, I don't like it that much. But my grandma loved it because of the concept of filling up on your appetizer before your food. She knew that wasn't happening to me. My back got its own zip code, but she thought it was so cute, and she still sings it to this day. That's 3. There was 5. I gotta think. What I'm Made Of by Crush 40, and we'll get to that later. Actually, we'll get to that later. What I'm Made Of, and what's number 5? Oh, Big Slime Muckin'. Come on, bro. Dang. I thought I had it. I know there was 5. I know there wasn't just 4. I remember there being an uneven amount. Anyways, you've got the background. Now we're back in the same situation. I'm sitting on her bed with her, and she hands me her phone, and she's like, okay, pick a song. I already know that song has that curse word in it, but I, especially at that age, loved Sonic so much I didn't care. I was like, okay, but my grandma does though. And I'm like, I have a song I already know. And then she's like, great. And I'm like, there's one thing though. And she's like, oh brother. I'm like, it has one curse word. Absolutely not. And I already knew. I low-key already knew. It was like asking your mom for McDonald's on the way home. Like, you had to shoot your shot, but you knew it wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's what made me go for another Sonic song, which was What I'm Made Of. Because I really love... You know what? I think it was I Am All of Me. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was I Am All of Me. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely I Am All of Me, because I'm not putting All Hail Shadow. The song is cool. It's not really my favorite, even though it's talking about my goat. It's just whatever. But I was trying to think. I was like, I remember it being like a darker song, not like dark in the sense of like the words or whatever, but just the overall feel of the song. But I couldn't think of it. And then I started talking about it, and I was like, no, I definitely had that. But we just never really played it because I don't think my grandma liked it that much. But she really liked What I'm Made Of. She used to sing it with me all the time in the car, bruh. W days. But to loop back around, I guess, I can listen to whatever song I want to now because of streaming. And even more so on YouTube Music, I can't, like, because there's no Zebrahead version on Spotify. Like, I'd have to find someone who posted a quote unquote podcast, or upload it myself. But like, the convenience that I have right now through YouTube Music is crazy. And I'm not gonna try and sound like Unk right now and be like, oh, the convenience we have these days is crazy. And to be like, oh, we need to lock in and go back to the olden days. That didn't sound like Unk. We need to lock in and get back to the olden days. Like back in my day, you know, if I wanted some food, I had to go drive and get it. And that's very true. I only would like deliver food if my car was broken. I didn't have my car, like when I was in college, or like I was just either really happy or really upset. Like if I was celebrating something like my birthday, I'm gonna get something delivered, probably some barbecue food. If I was really upset, like my car was on jacks, I could not figure out what was wrong with it, or I knew what was wrong with it and I couldn't get it working, I would very often get some, like, there's a 24-hour breakfast place in my city. I'd get that delivered, basically a Denny's. I'd get the Denny's delivered to my house and just sit there in my room in the dark with oil caked all on my hands and just eat the like big pancake and egg combo I got. But this is less a commentary on how convenient things are and more so just like, dang, things did not used to be this convenient. And that's a good thing. Like, I'm glad that there's more convenience, because the access to convenience is not necessarily a bad thing. It's more so the reliance. But I don't really care. I forget that I have Grubhub Plus Premium or whatever. The deals make me want to boogie, sure, but it's just because I have Amazon Prime. But not only that, YouTube Premium is really what's like I'm so spoiled with. My little brother just sent me a video like making fun, like YouTube Premium users using every breath in their lungs or whatever to tell you that they have YouTube Premium, right? Sure, whatever. I don't pay $8 a month to not let it be known. But when it gets to $20 a month, oh brother, y'all not gonna hear the end of it. Anyways, sorry. Ad block is a thing, yes, but YouTube Premium comes with more things. I forgot I had it the month after I first got it, until I started watching YouTube on, like, because I used to have multiple YouTube accounts. Now I'm like, dang, I can't. I have Premium. I want to use whatever. I want to stay on Premium. And I mean, I'm kind of getting beside myself. I'm kind of losing the point, but just wanted to, like, kind of, I don't know, talk about just, it's crazy how much convenience there is, and it's really cool. Like, YouTube Premium as a concept is very overpriced, but hey, like, it exists and it's nice to have. Getting food delivered to your house because you don't feel like, you know, cooking, that's crazy too. There's a lot of convenient things in our day-to-day lives, and just like all my other Yap videos, I don't really know if I have anything of substance to say, but it is cool to be able to just talk to you guys directly. I kind of get a bit self-conscious when recording these, and sometimes when editing them, because I'm like, I just sat here, like, it's 15.5 minutes, and I keep these at 16.5 now. Who's gonna listen to me just sit there and talk about my childhood and then kind of like in awe at the progression of who we are as a society? But whatever. I make these because I love talking, and I love y'all. You're loved. Stay goated. Please take care of yourself, and remember that you matter. Bruh, all that talk of food got me starving like Marvin. And I'm playing Jarvan the 4th. But ain't nothing I can do about it. I have no money. What she say? Yeah, I'm bilingual, you know. Anyways, wait, this is the post. This is the post outro. I can say what I wanted to say. It's too late. I already said anyways. But yeah, it was kind of cool talking. I like these yaps. The more that I record them, the more comfortable I feel in them. So I hope you guys continue to like them. I've kind of had to ease off the editing of them last week, but I got sucked up into editing this not Monday, Tuesday, when I posted the Mario video. So I think I'm back in the game. It looks like that break was very helpful. As much as I hate to admit it, every time I've taken a break, it's been really helpful. So, whatever. 18.5 minutes. Hopefully I can cut down to 2.5 minutes off that, and we'll keep the 16 minutes and 30 seconds limit. Anyways, okay, bye.